Decapitation mode!
I'm gonna slice your ass in half!
Why, you little...
Sen e sushi!
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Epic fight! Battle of Witches! A brawl for the ages! And I'm gonna bust all the heads!
Easy there. You both go ahead and have some fun. If we need to, I'll war. How about that?
How you hand to? There's no place like going back here for good old days. It honestly feels like how you first met Chris.
Well, if it ain't our favorite ace. We actually overheard that you met and beat those 4 monsters back at that land. And that was pretty impressive work. I've been telling him. And these overachieving A-listers were gonna put us out of a job. Well, what they meant to say is, welcome back to Seriana. I take it your trip in the Forbidden Lands has proven quite fruitful. Oh yeah, you thought they were certainly becoming tougher and tougher by the minute. But we all manage. Glad to see your enthusiasm hasn't changed. It looks like you have been quite busy as a father. And quite a fellow ride you've been having. Hunters, I'm sorry this reunion will have to cut short, but your attention, please. I just got word from the Wypherians is that a sudden invasion of insects have been informing all over the New World. Even now, it isn't targeting hunters in general, but instead they're targeting elder dragons. And in other cases, elder dragon level monsters. Yeah, that's right. Wait, we nearly forgot about this invasion. Wait, invasion? Like you mean invading species? Not quite. The New World is a world outside the current Monster Hunter lands. But when these bees came to invade the New World, they weren't searching for honey. Instead, they were searching for elder dragons, specifically the ones whoever's commanding the bees is to control them. It is fortunate none of the hunters were targeted, but they were the target for the monster's rampage. It's said to be under control of those bees.
Like brain control device? Like a brain control device or something?
Almost. But these bees aren't quite like the devices. But they are animals being used by someone. Young man, I know this is all sudden and urgent, but we ask you to investigate these bee phenomenon. Should you or any of your friends find anything that is important or that's concerning about those bees, is do report to us. We will need vital information about those bees. So now you have your assignment, which is to slay the elder dragons and the other monsters that may be under control of those bees. Should they continue to run free, then they may bring in more disaster and even the natural disasters by their presence alone. The word control is what we shouldn't be using. But these bees were under command and of one person who might be capable of doing such, and most likely wanting to use biological elder dragons as weapons. Let's prepare for the count.
Still yourselves.
Okay, so this is one of the beast's subjects. Why would it be Kushal Deor? It's covered in completely steel scales. And I doubt the stingers are going to be piercing it. The beast can pierce the stingers through flesh, but not scales, let alone scales as strong as steel. Well, we are going to put it down, and to find out. Semi-personal Kushara, but
Huh? Wait, those bees are coming from inside my Kushala?
wait, did it just take them? Wait a minute. I don't think that's possible. Oh, because those bees will either be digested or they'll just sting it from the inside. Causing pain in his throat or possibly his stomach. But guessing these bees may have found an alternative way to enter Kushara.
Right, so does that mean they just...
Yup. I went in the mouth and they passed it to one of the cavities that connects to the brain. Well, whatever the case, we need to put Kushara down.
Nice counter-strike.
Thanks. But it wasn't too perfect because it got me. It hit me. Before I countered.
Sending bees didn't do well anyway.
I think I know who.
That's definitely that beekeeping girl, or Kuin, is it?
Yup, that's gotta be it. Although Kuin should know, that bees cannot survive at such harsh temperatures. Because like all bees, Kuin's bees had to find a suitable environment and to work for Kuin successfully. Just as the regular bees need to find the environment that has plenty of flowers for them to produce honey. If I had to guess, Kuin might have unleashed those bees in the new world to test the environments. And perhaps finding whatever dragons are available for him to control.
Hurry, my Baba, brother! Take that breeze! Possessed dragon down!
Thanks, Bolas.
Well, that's something got knocked down.
But we're not out of the woods yet.
Sweet! I think it's a good thing your weapon has Elder Seal.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. For it isn't a guaranteed Elder Seal. Because these dragons are tough. Whoa. Like definitely tough. Like, get down on the ground. Get over here. Whoa! Okay, that hurts. Alright, Paratoad, do your stuff. Now it's time to whack cushion. Lower it down and get out of its wind pressure.
Look out!
Yeah, I'm aware of its tornadoes his call's bringing out.
Ha! Gotcha! What's wrong, Kachar?
Not getting enough wind pressure on you? Whoa. Okay, maybe it does.
Whoa! Hey, you missed. Ouch! Oh, what now?
Whoa. Nope. Go bump.
Oh, what? Does the icy broke his wings?
Yeah, apparently. He's not. I don't think his head's broken yet. But how is his head tougher than her wings? Nope.
That should keep it down for a while.
Oh, well, it won't be long, though, because that that dragon's still being very persistent. Oh, better move.
Whoa, watch out!
Yeah. Ooh, don't worry, I made it. Hello, Crud. Kushaw's bringing in tornadoes. How many tornadoes do you want? Infinite?
Whoa! Ah!
Okay, that was uncalled for.
I'm guessing those bees controlling Kushaw must have made him very persistent.
Yeah, definitely persistent. I'm not sure how you... Oh, Crud. We gotta get... Hello? Oh, woo! Ooh, that was close. Owie.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. Better move.
Wow!
Whoa! Ouch! Wait.
Saved by a tree. Hey, Kushaw, quit hiding behind your tornadoes and fight like a real dragon. Well, that ain't got much of a strategy. Whoa! Ouch!
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you're not blasting me off of your wit.
Gotcha! Hey, it's a tree!
Yeah, must be getting back to his nest. As to try to rest. But surely, Kuin's bees might have got too mad and to simply retreat. Or maybe...
Maybe what?
her bees doesn't truly override the Elder Dragon's nature. Because even Kuin herself will need dragons to be in proper condition in order for them to serve her. That's gotta be a reason why Kuin, preferably not to lose any dragons that she can be capable of having them serve her.
So if we take out the bees, he's the potential target. Now potentially target the dragons, or slay the dragons in general. Well, Kuin won't have any dragon puppets for her to control.
Oh, yep. Yeah, as soon as we're done, I want these dragons and any old dragon level monsters that they're under her control, we need to report to the guild. Right there. One down. Alright, let's see if that dragon again has some bees inside it. Let's see, there's one, here it is, two. Huh, just two bees?
Doesn't seem like much.
Yeah, these are Kuin's bees, so they ought to be fairly potent. Potent enough to control elder dragons. But as said, they are unlike normal bees. They can't survive through harsh environments.
That said, we still need to find the other monsters that could be affected by her bees.
Yeah, who knows what'll happen if Kuin successfully get her hands on those dragons. And especially if successfully pulled off. And I highly doubt how the death grippers will have any successful time in a new world.
So, are you sure? That Black Veil Fall Hazard would be a test subject?
That's gotta be. It says so on the list of monsters that are potential subjects. That's according to the general. So I highly doubt all the bees will make a habit of this, handling dangerous environments. Because bees can only handle all the habitable environments such as forests, flower beds, and grasslands. The bees cannot handle such extreme environments. But whatever the case, we still need to slay it. Oh, jeez Louise. I a lot of her since I heard that sort of war. Alright, come on. Oh, oh God. Got phobia on me. Good thing I got immunity mantle on me.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But I just don't understand. We know this currently he commands the bees. Why would she want to go after all these elder dragons?
Well, if I had to guess. Oh, whoa, hold on, we gotta get out of here. If I were to guess, Kuin might be experimenting with her bees to see the trigger viruses will make elder dragons like this, like Black Veil. Whoa! Oh, could be controlled by her through the trigger virus. Basically controlling only those dragons, but not overriding their monstrous nature entirely. Because if Kuin is able to turn people with quirks into trigger villains, then it's possible she might do the same thing to the elder dragons. They're already dangerous to the ecosystem enough. We might need to figure out what Kuin was truly up to. But there's one thing I know about dragons, is that the true elf of Earth's dragon realm is toothless. And not even Kuin can command him. If Toothless can defeat a bewildered beast, they can surely outsmart Kuin somehow. But right now, we gotta handle these dragons, and it's on our side.
Yeah, we know, because if the elder dragons are left unchecked, and if they can cause true disasters to the environment and the ecosystem itself.
Precisely. And perhaps that's all the more reason in Kuin's finding potential monsters within this world, or to put it under her command.
Well, if I could say at least one thing about Kuin, she, the one-eyed evil bee queen, is nothing but a coward. Yeah, what she said.
I couldn't agree more. Gotcha! Out the open. Oh wait, there we go. Oh wait, I don't have slinger ammo.
Watch out!
Don't worry, we're behind it. Hey!
Yeah, take it now, boys!
Thanks, Gotchalakas.
Anything for our friends.
Man, I sure miss you, Gotchalakas and Balaboas.
No, you don't, Dragon Zombie. Quickly, we can't let it get away.
If that's one of the elder dragons, and Kuin might have controlled, it might bring it to the city and start spreading the effluvium all around it. It'll essentially be like Spider-Man trying to avoid the toxic clouds. It's all over.
Did that actually happen? Well, of course.
I used to play that, and Spider-Man did indeed have to avoid all those toxic clouds down at City 4. And it turns out those poison clouds Oh, darn it, I got a phobia on me. Turns out all those poison clouds turn people into symbiotes somehow. Now we're using human DNA to create a more specific, more prosthetic symbiotes. I don't know. Oh, by the way, those are just genetically made symbiotes. But then there's that one of those guys with crooks that got turned into a trigger villain. And there's like a slimy Oh, ha! Got your tail. Hey, old black veil Valhazak. Oh, ouch. Oh, dangnabbit, I need to get away from the Fulvium. Oh, well. Uh-oh. Acid? Uh-oh. Acid. Wait, what? Oh, acid. Wait, why am I losing? I'm standing in acid. Yeah. Get the acid. Whew, that was close.
I guess I got carried away there, huh? I
was pretty used to eating Blackfield that I forgot about the acid waters.
I'm coming, fill me up with. It's okay. I'm behind Valhazak. There are times I just don't understand. Huh? Hey, Chris, your phone's ringing.
I don't have time for phone calls. We need to put a stop to that Valhazak. I'll answer that as soon as we're done with it. The rules of hunting elder dragons states that the elder dragons cannot be left unchecked.
Fair enough. Whoa!
Oh! Well, so much for knocking him into the pillar.
Yeah, that one.
Uh-oh. Whoa! Dangnabbit. Phew. Of all the elder dragons, why would Kuin pick Blackveil Valhazak? I'm sure even she's not that dumb to pick that dragon. That is, if the bees aren't infected by the effluvium first. Man, you really like to spill a lot of effluvium. Uh-oh. Well, okay, I guess a tiny fraction of the effluvium plumbing was enough for a spewing effluvium breath. Okay, let's check. I need to check his bling. What? I cannot. I guess it had to be the closest. Let's see. Is 1, 2, 3. All of them dead.
Jeez.
I'm guessing their lives are ended the very moment that Fulvian touched them. That would make a Blackveil Valhazak not the candidate a Kuin will want. Hello. Hello, Chris. I apologize for calling you in unexpected circumstance, but I thought I should let you know, about what I told, the villains. You see, I have sent them a video message. It's warning them not to harm the prisoners, including only few certain special ones. I believe the one named Ellie.
What? You're telling me the villains kidnapped Derry? Why didn't you tell us that, Jigsaw?
In my defense, it would have been too easy for the three of you to storm in and simply take Ellie and the rest of the prisoners away. However, the villains should have my message clear. If they lay any scratch on any of the prisoners, then it'll be up to you three and Greg, your Godzilla, to unleash his judgment upon them. Well, so long as you made certain that they're not harmed at least. But you could have at least told us first. Let's just say I need to make you three a surprise guest for the game. But I'll need you to listen closely. So long as the villains do not harm them in any way, you three will have to remain patient and through the story. But should they happen to do so, then you and your family can bring judgment upon those villains yourselves. Well, as how you know how we're doing. You got to be kidding me.
A devil Joe? More specifically, a savage devil Joe.
I'm guessing Kuin's bees might have taken hold of me. Oh, that's great. Now she wants to take control of Savage Devil Joe?
A very monster that is insatiably hungry? Pretty much. So I don't know why he wants to have that. Or why she wants to have that.
Yeah, again, it's a world eater. He devours literally everything. We're just gonna have to slay it. I know it's a viper and it can be capturable, but we gotta deal with that devil Joe. That is that might be under control of Kuin. Yeah, shy you big brutes.
Yikes! Whoa! Missed.
Well, thanks, Cole. Get out of that dragon flower. Let's hope the other hills didn't go on that Devil Joe's way. Of course, I got splayed by his dragon breath.
Okay,
Why are you doing shoulder charges? I mean, realistically, you would have squashed me. But that's just me. Oh. No, you don't, Savage Pickle.
So, who's the and one that Savage Devil Joe that eats everything?
Well, you know me. I think it's basically because of the dragon element left. I think the dragons of the Howling and Dragon universe, those are about the size of small to medium-sized faint wyverns. They're both monsters that make even the strongest of dragons in that universe run for their money.
For that. You missed me.
Well, man, I suggest you get out of here. That Devil Joe is not the one you want to mess with. All he did was just smack you on the leg and you're dead to trauma fall. Well, so I had to put you down, Savage Devil Joe, but we're getting that bead and those beads out of your head.
Why ain't it easy? Because monsters like him won't have this wow. Wow, man, I'm on your side. Go back to your own bony nest. And keep covering yourself with bones.
Oh, hang on.
Alright. Kaifu! Excuse me. Sorry. Kaifu!
Ugh, it's all about... I don't know, Mr. Concha like us. Never mind that.
Yeah, we need to get to that brainwashed Savage Devil Joe. If they let him loose, who knows how much damage it will cause to the city.
Not the city, but worse entirely. Okay, that works. Let's switch on to bone power. That works. We still need to get into that head. Because that's what Kuin's bees would usually infest. And that's in order to properly control them.
So how will she control these other dragons? You know those tusk ones?
Not me. All I know is with his Kuin's bees, he's usually turned humans and his whiff quirks into trigger villains. And the triggers might might have technically done so on the same thing to monsters. At least on the brain side, that is because it can't simply control them. I think with the trigger fires, Kuin might technically control all their animalistic nature. Have them go rampant all over where she puts them. Seriously, old man? And scram, please.
I guess in this wildland was one. Oh, it's trying to ignore you.
Well, Savage Delta definitely wants a piece of wildland. Well,
Yeah, they all actually called the Savage Devil world eater for nothing.
yeah. And I should know, I rescued you years back. I go on and send kids from that hungry Devil Joe.
Oh, what do you know?
Nice try. I mean, but you're not gonna get me that easily.
Gotcha. Hopefully we have we done with this hunt.
Yeah, the sooner we slay Savage Devil Joe, oh, the better. Because we can't let Kuin have that.
Hey, it's orbit.
Yeah, it's probably going for Kuin. Well, going back to Kuin, if he's ever going to find her tracks. Oh, you gotta make it food. Ooh. Now, hey, come back here.
Oh, don't go on.
What are you doing?
How do you get out of here? Yeah, you go and get yourself in and use as a mace. Phew.
Okay, whoa. Okay, better check at the Devil Joe's skull. Well, this has to be the closest to the head we can find. Four bees? That's how much it takes? Ace to command Devil Joe? Yeah, I guess Kuin's own must be desperate, and her bees aren't as strong as they think.
Yeah, they're deadly in a swarm, but they're pretty useless when it's a lone or a small swarm.
Anyway, we better report to the command and the others and let them know. We can only hope Jigsaw knows what he's doing during our patient game of his.
Oh, great.
Small bees.
But at least they won't be coming after us. Plus, the rotten fail is too hazardous for the bees anyway. But they're not after us, and they couldn't find any more powerful elder dragons. As for killing, then where would they go?
I think I know where.
That would be a perfect candidate to destroy Chris. Now you know what to do with a new pet. Kill it.
You gotta be kidding. Xenojiva?
But why does she want to go out to sea, though?
If I had to guess, Xenojiva was the juvenile form, while Sabi Jiva is the mature form. And Sabi has the ability to absorb the bioenergy from its surroundings. So she had to go after the lesser of two evils. That being Xenojiva, because it doesn't quite know how to control its powers yet. but it's no less dangerous.
Yeah, I bet Coon's desperate to find dragons that are more powerful than even a night beast.
Yeah, and these monsters no doubt can potentially defeat the Night Furies. Because like I said before, or the fight these dragons is about the size of small to medium faint rifles. The Night Furies, however, are exceptional because as Toothless is defeated the robot beast that is many times more bigger than Toothless. That's twice as big as even Zombie.
So why couldn't she command that robot beast? Ouch!
Oh, man, that was a tail slap.
What the pathetic beast! You're supposed to kill him! Was that Coon's voice we heard?
Oh, we don't know. Those beasts have microchip installed in those monsters. But Kuin does have the queen bee quirk. So I wager those bees must have some sort of communication device implanted in each of the bees. But never mind that. We need to put a stop on the Jiva before it gets to Kuin. Ouch.
Hey, Kuin!
I know you can hear us from your bees that are in Jiva's brain. Mind telling us why you had those bees controlling those monsters? Was it because of the fear you would break the rules Jigsaw himself placed for you? Or because you wanted to be the only quote-unquote alpha? Well, FYI, after I get myself alpha being stunned board, FYI, Kuin, the alpha protects the other dragons. It's not use them as puppets. You're no alpha. You are just a thief. You've been stealing everything from friends to families to creatures. You're nothing but a queen bee of thieves. Crawling behind your puppets.
How dare you talk to me like that?
So what are you planning to do?
Chris, calm down. Now, we don't want to antagonize Kuin any more than we already have.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
So what? You stole one of my puppets. But let's see if you can handle the second one.
Second one?
Didn't think it was the only one, have you, moron?
Huh, didn't even know two came out simultaneously. You was actually making more fun for us. But too bad for you, we're not letting you have any of those creatures as your puppets.
Let's beat that thing down.
Like always. I bet I already know what you're trying to do with the CMGs. You want to take those while they're in a juvenile form so you can try to raise them into Safi Jivas. But unfortunately for you, it's not quite safe. You see, the Seal Jivas require bioenergy to transform into mature organisms. In that case, Safi Jiva. And there is hardly any Safi Jivas on them. Oh, and fun fact. Your bees will just become instantly dead at the moment their life force is drained by something, even if they're hiding in its brain. As something collects the bioenergy all around to heal its wounds. And even your bees are no exception. So why don't you tell me and the family number one, or are you too much of a coward to say it, Kuin?
Well, the Sunny Gang fool took off.
The Sunny Gang, that CMG but ticked off too. Its core is burning up.
Yo, some of those bees can survive that. I know that.
No, at least there's temperature on that. Right, because even Kuin's bees can only handle normal climates like normal bees. and they cannot really handle extreme temperatures.
What the heck? What are you doing, you stupid dragon? You're supposed to kill him!
Man, Kuin, you really are a dunce when it comes to monsters. As are you. Xenojiva is actually more clumsy than its mature form. At least this Xeno is not timid, so it won't just recklessly overblast his Nova. If I recall correctly, you were the one who lent TT Titans your beats just so you can have the 4 archetypal monsters of the Forbidden Lands to try to kill them. Well, I guess Sky AZ hasn't told you. I'm already victorious in that tournament of yours. That your TT Titans were trying to win.
You need to retreat! Come to me!
No, you don't, Xeno. We had to make certain I as a hunter become a form onto your monster's bad sides. So Xeno is just going to get used to trying to fight either off. Shoot! Language.
And down goes Xenojiva!
Now to finish him off. Down goes Kuin's future weapon. Aye. Let's find the closest carving place for the bees. This will have to do. Yeah. Okay, there's one. Okay, we got the Xeno Gem. Here we are. See, I think that's 2. 3. And 4. 4 bees, all burned to a crisp by Xeno's Nova.
Well, you can say that was a pretty good hunt.
Yeah, but we better report to the gang and can let them know. So if we were to guess correctly, you 3 said that Kuin was responsible for those swarm of bees that are commanding those monsters that she brainwashed. I wonder why Kuin is so desperate to get those monsters to her side. They probably thought Chris was too much to handle, and so they sought this Kuin lady for comfort. But there is good news for us. Your investigation has the bees retreating back to wherever Kuin is. But why would Kuin want Xenojiva? I'm guessing based on what she was going after, she might likely want one of the Xenos at least to mature into Savijiva, so she could command the bee, enter with the bees, possibly intoxicated by these deathgrippers' venom. Problem is, the moment the bees touch the extreme temperatures, they'll either be dead or burnt to a crisp, or even frozen solid should it either lay 1 foot on Felkana. It is an interesting hypothesis. Perhaps she now realized all those weaknesses and have her bees retreat to her hideout, essentially empty-handed. But that leads to the main question. Why would Kuin want to control Elder Dragons? Because she planned to use it to get rid of all hunters that are against Elder Dragons?
No.
They are most likely used against Christopher. She knew the risks, but she calculated differently. Used them to kill.
But were ultimately outmatched. They fought until the bitter end.
If they had left those bees be, absolutely no monsters will remain in a new world once Kuin was finished. Well, they made the right call chasing after them. The thing is, we might have made Kuin more angry than she was about her defeat. We don't know what Kuin is planning, though. But right now, some of my friends are keeping an eye on Kuin and the other villains, making sure they do not harm any of the prisoners as they themselves have. If they're harmed,
then they'll face our reckoning.
we'll be waiting for villains of Skywalker. If the villains decide to hurt one hair on any of them, then you guys will be facing our reckoning. Let true justice prevail.